Playing a new MMORPG that we can access and play should be really good, so the player will have a chance to experience the gameplay and how the mechanism works, no matter it's only available in a certain country or released globally. I made this video based on the viewers' request through the comment section. Remember to like this video and please enjoy the video of Top 10 Best MMORPG Games for Android and iOS, New MMORPG Update. Aion 2. Have you imagined playing an MMO with so much freedom that we will have, flying along the sky and navigating the hero freely? You can even hit the monster while you are flying. This action seems pretty crazy, but there is another interesting part, that we can swim and dive under the water and see how clear the underworld sea is. This is a cross-platform MMORPG for mobile and PC, and it's been optimized perfectly, as long as you have downloaded all of the game's data to avoid the laggy. The combat mechanism is really good. We can hit the enemy while moving, with a high mobility and high intention level. It's quite fast paced and we always need to avoid any single hit by the boss monster. Even I didn't see any warning zone when the boss tried to release an heavy damage. It has an auto pathfinding to let the player reach the next mission. Anyway, it's available in English version right now. Unfortunately, the game is only available in a certain country, which is on Taiwan server. Aion 2 Mobile is the best new MMORPG game in 2026. Ares, Rise of Guardian. This is a new cross-platform MMORPG that you can play it through downloading in the Chinese region, which is the language is not in English yet, but some beta testing has launched in English already, so as a player we know what the developer targeting is for a global release. It has one of the most beautiful visuals of panorama and ambience. I really love to see how detailed they are made across in the open world. It just looks so realistic and pretty different within the other MMO. And surprisingly, the rendering system is running so well. Even I have set the graphic on the maximum level, but I feel like it has the most consistent FPS level on MMO nowadays, even though it has so much flashy color by the equipment or a shadow. Let's get back into the gameplay. It's kind of a tap and click base, which the player is only standing still while attacking the monster, but some action are ready to use like blocking and also counter attack. The main concept is a combination of sci-fi and futuristic. No wonder it has so much robotic form. Legend of Ymir. Finally, after waiting for more than a year, this game is coming global and you all can download it now freely. This game is made by one of the best games engine right now, which is Unreal Engine 5, but honestly it doesn't run perfectly on mobile platform. Seriously, the developer need to optimize more of the graphic and visual. Even I have set the setting into maximum, but the game's quality is not really sharp enough, and I feel it's quite blurry on any edge, because we are expecting higher graphic because it was made of the most powerful engine. I even used the highest phone spec, which is Snapdragon Elite, but I often find a laggy issue. I'm sure through this video you can easily judge what I said. The game's combat mechanism are a tap and click base and let the game play in auto on any action like the pathfinding and also combat. You can even set the skill to launch automatically. I really hope it will get a huge update to improve the player experience. Final Fantasy XIV Mobile. I can't imagine how the game will become once it is released globally. I have a huge conviction if these mobile players who's loving an MMORPG genre will go straight to play it once it releases. Trust me, it will reach more than 1 million within less than a month, and I'm sure this game will become the most played MMORPG on Android and iOS. Even most of PC players always comment to make sure it will launch to PC as well. Overall, it has one of the most outstanding graphics and the game's quality quite identical within the PC MMO. Everything was crafting beautifully. I don't even have any single complaint at all. The graphic, visual, music background, even the gameplay is the most interesting part that I would love to share now. It has no autoplay MMORPG, so all of the main quests or the side quests should be cleared by a manual play. The combat mechanism is totally impressive. Attacking while moving is the best part when you have an MMO with a high level combat. Jumping while slashing, dash and unleash the skill will help you to make your own playstyle. Revenant 2. After I replay this game again, I just wonder about the player who's always standing still on the plaza. Are they really a player or just a bot? Because their number is pretty massive. Or most of the players always make alternative heroes to get extra items through grinding. So that means the player will have a chance to play for free without spending any single penny, as long as they change their time by making a lot of alternative characters. Surely they need more extra effort on devices. Let's get back into what the game looks like. It has a medieval vibes with so great attention to detail to represent that era by the villagers, NPC's job, and how their appearance is well represented. We live in a medieval era. Full of autoplay base will help you to clear any mission, even you can tap the next location to warp or do a teleportation. The combat mechanism is a tap and click base just like a PC version. Would admit the developer did a great job on optimizing the game now, it just runs so smoothly. Best MMORPG mobile. Pirates Online. This game is a hidden game MMORPG that everyone should play now because the developer is only releasing the game on their official website and don't try to put it on the Play Store or App Store, but you can easily download the game through their site. The gameplay is really easy to understand, even though I feel like they should add some more features like the trade system and check the other players' equipment. Seriously, they need to add some tutorial for a beginner and show us what we should do in the beginning. Because I didn't see any main mission box and we should try to find out the next side mission by ourselves through asking the NPC. The combat mechanism is a tap and click base. Sometimes it just feels so monotone and need more action like jumping or dash because we should avoid the enemy's attack manually. Legend of Alumia. If you are tired of any anime MMORPG, surely you have this game as an alternative because it just represents a western style of MMO, which is World of Warcraft, by the hero's design, the ambience, and how the architecture building. If you are looking for a play to earn game, I think it's a worthy one. You just need to connect within a wallet and enjoy the new features of microtransaction. In game, it doesn't play any fully open world base because we are only able to explore the main plaza and meet the other player in a real time. So every time we hunt the monster and try to clear the mission, then we should get into the dungeon through the portal. The combat mechanism should be played manually, especially when you try to launch the skill. I think more games developers should start on making this kind of visual because it's pretty difficult to find a game similar within World of Warcraft on mobile. It will give a new game experience to the player then. Dark and Light Mobile. If you love to play an MMO with a survival-based concept where the crafting system is the most looking features, then you should stick on it. Even the game is not really popular and I can't even find any player playing it anymore, even when I visit a village. But the game should have a better potential once the developer try to manage the optimization process of the graphic, because I found laggy issues sometimes even if I used to play with a high-end phone spec. We can craft some equipment and tools to create our own desired gear, even though I feel like the material is super easy to get around us. We can even collect more than 5 materials just by grinding. It's a good MMO for a newbie player, especially the tutorial is pretty detailed and they show us how to do unimportant features. The combat mechanism is hack and slash with a less flashy effect that make it look way more realistic in advance. Blue Protocol Star Resonance. Now a big company on mobile games industry giving us a gift of one of the most beautiful anime games with MMORPG exists on mobile, which is Blue Protocol Star Resonance. We all know how the game failed on the PC version before, but this company making it become way more interesting on the mobile platform. The graphic remind me of a Genshin Impact and also Wuthering Wave. That's why a lot of fans are trying to play it right now. Unfortunately, the game can only be accessed in a certain country, which is in the China region. The combat mechanism looks so interesting. I love to see flashy combat effect with a different color of elements by each character. Dragoness. I think everyone knows Dragoness because this game is one of the most popular games franchise on PC, and if you are a veteran of the MMORPG genre, surely 100% you know this title. Actually, there are so many series on mobile, but most of the Dragoness version is getting lower of the community, but on this version, I see a very huge potential that it can break the mobile market and live longer. The number of the players who are playing is really massive. It's because of the gameplay and how the graphic and visual really represent that PC quality. But if you are a newbie, it's quite easy to understand by the mechanism and how the feature is quite simple though. We can explore the open world through the portal and reach the other side of the dungeon. The combat looks so identical within the PC version, even though I can't see the difference. It's just so outstanding. The smoothness and the moveset looks so great. Bonus, Granado Espada M. This is the next sequel from the PC version, and finally the developer decided to make it for a mobile player. The graphics look way better from the PC. Unfortunately, the newbie seems not really interested in playing it. I really want to know what is the reason why the player is getting lower, since the game was so hyped before. Anyway, the combat mechanism is really unique because we will have an ally who's always come with us whenever we go and also wherever we go, or we always call it a partner. So we can select a different partner and we always fight side by side. We just need to lock the target and let him do an auto attack. I really hope the developer make more exposure to hook a wider player through an advertisement. These all are the best new MMORPG that you all can play now. Remember to like this video and see you on the next list. Thanks.